Yeah, 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 yeah. You a walking trophy. Girl, you a walking trophy. You a walking trophy. My girl, you a walking trophy. Yeah, your friends, them a walking trophy. Tell a girl say, girl, you know say you're pretty from your band. Walk out, girl, you not try hard.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. face primer to prime my face, and then I go in with my black Opal concealer in tan, and I conceal my eyes to make my eyeshadows pop. Cause I am using bright colors. Well, a bright color for me. Let I blend that out with my small beauty blender. Then I take my Airspun loose face powder that I got from Walgreens, and I set my concealer with the loose powder. Then I take my bhCosmetics 28 color eyeshadow palette, neutralize. These are matte colors, and I use that light brown in my crease. I did one eye, so now I'm gonna go back into that same bhCosmetics palette and go into the crease of this eye so I can thoroughly show you how I did it. I then go into my Juvia's Place, the Nubian 2 palette, and I go in with Morocco. I blend, I blend, I blend. I go in circular motion and swishing motions. I go back and forth into the palette to get a better, brighter color in my crease. Morocco is like a brownish color. Brownish, like a burnt orange color. Yeah, Morocco is like a burnt orange. And then take my concealer, a knockoff LA Pro Girl concealer from the beauty supply store in the color Swan. And I mimic a cut crease because I'm not really cutting my crease as I'm going in with a similar color to Morocco. So I interchange between the red and a dark red and an orange from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from bhCosmetics. This palette is life, guys. Like, the colors are so pigmented in this palette. And I just pat it on. And then eventually I go and I use my finger to press in that eyeshadow into my eyelid so it pops. It really pops. I do that until I'm satisfied with the color, and then I go back into Morocco, the Juvia's Place palette. I also do interchange palettes. I go back in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette too. So I do mix both palettes in my crease after I put everything on my eyelid. Then I take my Colourpop concealer. This is in the color Deep Tan 55. And then I do go into dark 1040 over the 1055. I blend that out with a, it's not, I don't use a damp beauty blender with the Colourpop concealers because they're not thick like my black Opal concealer, so I don't need it to be wet. And I do blend that out. I bring it all up to where I want my eyeshadow to stop, to like a clean line. Then I take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Ultra HD foundation in the color R520. I got this from Sephora last year, so I may have gotten a bit darker since. There's a possibility. Here I'm just blending it out, making sure I don't miss any spots. Because this foundation is not full coverage. Well, I don't think it's full coverage. Doesn't say on the bottle if it's full coverage or not. So I make sure. I like to be matte. I like to be full coverage. So I continue adding until I'm satisfied. I kept looking in the mirror at this foundation because I didn't like it at first. I always preferred my MAC foundation. My MAC foundation is life for me. So I always like my MAC, and oddly this day I actually liked that Makeup Forever foundation. Now I go back in with my black Opal concealer and tan, and just to brighten up my under eyes. Then I go back with my Airspun loose face powder, and I set my concealer under my eyes and my forehead. Then I go back into my Juvia Space palette and take Morocco to go on my waterline. And I also go into my Take Me Back to Brazil with that bright orange just to make it pop. If you hear any airplanes, I live right by the airport, and I do apologize for that. So it's gonna be noisy in some of my videos. So I sweep off the excess setting powder. I did my eyeliner off camera. I also did my eyebrows. If you want a detailed eyebrow tutorial, I can do that. Just comment below. I use my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara to volumize my eyelashes because they clump up, and I do this so when I add lashes it looks phenomenal. I added these Kiss eyelashes in Poise. I then take my bhCosmetics Wild and Radiance Baked Illuminating and Bronzing palette, and I highlight with this. I love this palette so much. I've been using it for the past year. Yeah, the past year. And it's just this is the bomb. If you want to do a cheap highlighter, Wild and Radiant is the one to do. Then I take a brush and I go back into my Juvia's Place palette, and I use the gold in the Nubian 2 palette, and it's Nairobi. Yep, Nairobi. And I use it in my inner tear duct to give that glow feeling. Then I use my Colourpop lip gloss from the Ellarie makeup collection. This is Steelo. This is my favorite lip gloss ever. So I'm using my bhCosmetics setting spray to set my face, and then I went back in with my highlighter to make my face pop more. Okay, this is the finished look. The summer glow, orangey summer glow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow on all my social media handles. Thank you for watching again, guys. If you have any questions, comments, and yeah, see you in my next video.